Bonafide Hustler here, and another general thrift vlog. We're going to see what we can buy and resell and all the other cool stuff that come with being a reseller slash entrepreneur. What's up, guys and gals? Chris the Bonafide Hustler coming to you live from the outside of my house. We got a bike right there. It's the first thing being sold on this vlog. My girlfriend and I are $100 into that bike, maybe less. Anyway, we're going to sell it for like $300, except I think the person's short like $7, so it looks like $293. Anyway, this bike, let's go look at it. So yeah, this is a Trek 27.5 wheel bike. It's called a Sky. Front suspension, aluminum frame, small size, nice color, and very appealing to most women that want to get into mountain biking. So yes, this is the first sale of the day. We should have cash in our hand here pretty soon. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at the Bonafide Hustler, and you can get the free money making guide right here. First link down below. Teach you some good things to look out for that you can buy and resell and make more money on it. Also later in this vlog, we're going to sell another bike, and then I got to work with a business partner on the new endeavor. And then tomorrow is a very busy day. We're actually going to be switching from antique booth or antique mall to another antique mall because my antique mall closed. So it's time to go look at what the new Bonafide Hustler booth is going to look like, and we're going to see it here on this vlog. Yeah, there are a lot of shirts off Bonafide Hustler vlogs coming around because it's so hot here in Austin, Texas. It's about 98 degrees today. Nick Lachey would approve, but you know, it's just hot, and I don't see the reason why to even wear a tank top sometimes or a t-shirt. If I don't have to, I'm not going to do it. I like my body to breathe. But yeah, if you're ever wondering, like, dude, this guy like never has a shirt on, that's the answer. All right, looks like the person is pulling up to get this bike. Okay, so that person bought that bike and I got the money at home and all that kind of stuff. Then I found another listing for this Fuji that needs a skewer on the front wheel, needs a bike lock that needs to be cut off because they lost the key. So, you know, I'll get a whatever Sawzall tool, I'll get that off, and I'll get a skewer for the front wheel. But this thing's pretty cool. It's a Fuji Absolute. It's a hybrid bike, and this bike will probably sell for like $250. It's got a good color scheme. And then the person's like, I got another bike. I think he does like storage cleanouts. He sold me this Cannondale, which is pretty awesome. It's a hybrid bike, and this bike right here, I just paid $50 for it. Paid $50 for the Fuji. That one should sell for like $3 when I'm done with it. So, you know, find one bike, sometimes you get two. I also got a bike on top of my car that's going to sell for about $120 today. I picked it up for $30 like 4 months ago, so this one has to get out of inventory, but it's a Cannondale, nothing crazy, but it's an older style. This is the style you really want to be messing with the new logo, and hybrid bikes sell really well in this town, as do mountain bikes. I'm done with my business meeting with my business partner. I just got that bike sold for $120. Sounds pretty good. I'm into it for $30. Not a crazy return, but you know, I'm also 5 minutes away from the place I had the business meeting, so pretty good. Okay, what's going on? So here we are, actually not at the antique mall, and we are at the new Bonafide Hustler booth. We're building it out with these Z's back there, and we're building it out and getting inventory from the other booth to this one. Now, if you didn't know, the Austin Antique Mall, which is the one I've been a part of for, 13 years, it's closing down. And so all the vendors are going to different antique malls and getting their businesses restarted elsewhere. This is actually at the Round Rock Antique Mall, which is north of Austin, Texas, but not by very much. And our new booth is snazzy. So we have a bunch of places we can put clothing, a lot of open shelving so we can put more inventory, get some pegboard right here. And then let me take you into the main part of the booth real quick. So we're gonna get this side as well. So these pictures will go somewhere else in about a couple of days. But this is so far how we've merchandised it. And there's still a lot more at the other booth that we need to bring over. But this is the main kind of thing that we're working with right now. And we're gonna get this thing decked out so nice, just like the last one, cranking out money. But yeah, this is the new Bonafide Hustler booth. Here's some stuff that's going home that we need to put tags on. And hoping for the best. This is just the very first stage of something brand new. And it's exciting, it's a pivot, yes. But you know what, if you're not pivoting, then are you really even living? So yeah, this is the new booth and it'll be amazing. It'll probably be 2 months before it's amazing, but it'll get amazing pretty quick, you'll see. Okay, so we're officially at the next day, and you know, I'm glad that we did some work on the antique mall or the swap from booth to booth. It took a least, I don't know, like 5 hours, and I was just gassed out. You know, my girlfriend wanted to go one more time to the other booth and then bring more stuff, but with the traffic here in Austin, Texas, that could be pretty much a bad decision. So anyway, we're here at the next day, and tomorrow's gonna be garage sale day, which that'll probably be its own vlog. But I did pick up a bike that's pretty cool just now. I was working on my project at home, and I always check Facebook Marketplace all the time, like, I don't know, 30 to 40 times a day. This Trek bike came up for 50 bucks, and it was definitely like, you know, drop everything, go get it. I do think that this thing could probably sell between like 3 and 5. And while I know that that's a big spread, I just have to get into it more to see. But I think it has a carbon fork. It's got, you know, great componentry. It's pretty much mint, and it's sitting on top of the car. I just got it. So an hour out of my time, 30 minutes to the house, 30 minutes back. And I've spent an hour, and within that hour, you know, $50 bike, worst case scenario, probably pay me $250. It's pretty good use of my time, you know. Anyway, here's the bike, and I'll show it to you. Sitting on top of the spaceship, and we have a Trek, I think it's an FX2 or something like that. It's in really good condition, medium frame, 17.5. And it's in great condition. It actually has bladed spokes, which is cool. We can tell a lot about a bike by just looking at this part right here. See how clear that looks? It looks really good. It's like not yellowing or anything like that. It means they barely use this thing. So yeah, it's part of the FX series. It's a really cool bike, and it actually comes with some expensive lights. I mean, these things are probably like 30 to 50 bucks at the Trek store, you know, for the top one up there, the Ion 35. And we got a Flare 1 on the back. I'm gonna take those off because, you know, the person that buys this bike doesn't care. It's got some cool grips too that I'm probably gonna migrate to one of my own personal bikes, because these are kind of like ergo type grips. They reduce the pressure, I think, on your ulnar nerve, and it doesn't cause as much hand grip fatigue. So I'll probably move that to a bike that I ride all the time. Outside of that, this bike is in really good condition, and yeah, it was definitely a good decision to, you know, buy it. And of course, you know, when you see a fork like this, you can see how it kind of looks like almost like a blade. See that right there? It's a high chance it's a carbon fork. And if we take a look at it, it is a carbon fork. Plus, you can kind of tell if it's a carbon fork just by, you know, tapping the frame. This is aluminum, and then this is carbon. You hear the difference? See? Aluminum, carbon. And we can also see the welds on aluminum too, right? See, there's welds right there from the machine or the robot that did it. And then right here on carbon, we don't have those kind of welds anywhere on there. So it's kind of an upgrade to have a bike that has a carbon fork. It does reduce some of the jittery stuff on the road. This is technically a commuter / urban kind of commuter bike. Yeah, it's a commuter bike basically. So I will try to list this thing for 5, and then someone will probably offer me 4, but the worst case scenario is probably 3. So that was a short clip, and that was a bicycle that was free. Sold it for $250. Yeah. So that was a specialized Sequoia road bike. Picked up for free about a month ago, and didn't need really any work. Just inflate the tires, you know, and yeah, that's what happened. So free bike converted into $250, which was cool. And then we'll see where the rest of the vlog takes us. And we are about a day down the road from the last clip, just so you know. Did go to garage sales yesterday. Did not find much at all. The only thing that I did find were 4, you know, silver edition calculators. So we got 4 of these TI-84 Plus silver edition calculators, $4. So yeah, that'll probably convert to like, I don't know, 80 bucks locally, maybe 50, something like that. So nothing to brag about. But yeah, I'm talking kind of soft because it's the morning and it's time to go ride a mountain bike. We'll see where the rest of the vlog takes us. We're a couple of days down the road, and I got 2 bikes sitting back there. One is a pink Fuji commuter bike, nothing crazy. I think I didn't spend any money on it. I think I got it for free, and it should sell for $200 bucks. But the person is paying me $50 to deliver it. That's pretty good, you know, 50 bucks, and it's 30 minutes to the person's house and 30 minutes back, so you know, it's not too bad. But what's interesting is that that person's husband was like, I see you have other bikes. Can you bring this other one down too? And that other one is the $50 bike from the vlog, you know? I posted it for $450. I gave the person a $50 discount, and hopefully we're gonna sell it for $400. So that's gonna be a really good bikes to bucks right there. It's not common to sell 2 at a time to like one person, but Yeah, I think they just recently moved to town and they need some bikes before they get their cars shipped from, I think, Hawaii or something like that. So they want to get around town, and biking is one of the most efficient ways to get around, you know, an urban city. So yeah, that's why we got 2 bikes back there, and combined total of the 2 bikes, what I'm into it, and it looks like 50 bucks, and we should be getting around 650 bucks, but I think I'm gonna be taking a Zelle this time, not cash, which I kind of want cash, but you know, I'm not gonna complain when I can sell 2 bikes and make some good money, and it's a Bikes to Bucks month, right? So if you're following the email list, I'm gonna be putting some cool content about Bikes to Bucks real soon, and obviously discounting the guide, and like to where people can, you know, if you want to try this out and see if you can make some money flipping bikes, and many people have, then it's a great guide to do that.
Use the left lane to stay to the left to loop 360.
Shut up! Okay, the bikes have been sold. We had some issues with Zelle and all that other stuff, so we just went to a credit union. I took them there, and we got cash out, so that's great. So now it's a matter of just finding more bikes, and yeah, I gotta head back up north. Pretty interesting vlog. Okay, so it was nice to make that money over there selling those 2 bikes, but what you guys didn't see is, like, well, first of all, I got a really good sandwich at Thundercloud Subs. It was great. But I also, while I was sitting down eating said sandwich, I looked at postings and I found another bike to buy that was really close to my house. So I was on the way to my house, you know, stopped and got this Jamis Coda Sport for 30 bucks. Pretty cool bike. It's got an urban commuter kind of bike, has a rack on the back, which is cool. And so this bike, when it's all fixed up, it's got a cool colorway too. You know, it's a steel frame bike. This one should sell for around $250 or so, yeah, $200 to $250. So, you know, picked up another one while I was out. That's pretty neat. I'm gonna put some new grips because these grips are kind of, they're kind of toast. But outside of that, Bikes to Bucks are in full effect this summer. And hopefully you guys, you know, like the video and all the stuff that we got into. We made some of the first sales at the antique booth as well, at the new antique booth. My girlfriend sold a jacket for $77 yesterday that she bought for like $2. So that was kind of nice. You know, the booth is going to be slow for the summertime, but it's probably going to pick up in the fall. And so I'm really curious as to see what the potential of that antique mall is. You know, if you like this video, then make sure you hit the like button and then put a comment, and we'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.